Good afternoon, parents. This is going to be a really quick refresher today. This is Unit 3, Lesson 4 classwork for today. Today we're learning about multiplying by 10, 100, and thousands using our place value chart. So we have our number 18. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dots in our ones place to represent 8 ones and 1 in our tens. So we have 1 and 8, so 18. Then we have times 100. Now 100 can be broken down into two groups of times 10, so times 10 and times 10, so really 10 times 10. The reason why we said 2 times 10s is because every time you move from one place value over, it's a value of times 10. So each time you move to the left one space, one place value, it's times 10. So in this case, we have 100, so that's 2 times 10s. So we're going to move each one of these groups over to left one group, because it's just times 10 for 1. And then we're going to do it a second time. So we actually have right now, we move this dot over. We're going to make an open dot now, and then we're going to move it again. It's a second time, so 1 time, 2 times. So we're going to move it one more time over to our thousands place, put an open dot. Now we're going to do the same thing with our 8 ones, our 8 dots here. So these are going to move over to the tens value, and these are going to become 8 open dots as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're going to move it a second time as well. So we're going to circle them here, move them to left one more time, and put our 8 open dots here. 5, 6, 7, 8. So now if we look, we can count up our dots. We have 1 dot in my thousands place, 8 in my hundreds, 0 now in my tens, and 0 now in my ones. So my answer is 1800, or 1800. Now, what we're going to be doing in this portion down here is we're going to write it in digit form. Digit form is a combination of word form and number form, or standard form. So we have our last number. We have 1, 8, and then the next two are zeros. So we're going to stop our number after the 8. Okay, so we're going to stop after the 8. So we're going to write 18, and then we're going to say what place value our 8's in. Our 8's is in our hundreds, so 1800. Just like how we say 1800s, we're going to put 1800. Now move on to number 6, excuse me. Number 6 is very similar with the dots, okay, but I'm going to show you a little bit differently. So we have 2 dots in our tens for 20, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 1,000 now. 1,000 is 3 times 10s, okay? 10 times 3 times. So we're going to move each number 3 times. So start with our tens, our 2 tens. We're going to move it once. We're going to move it twice. We're going to move it 3 times. So now our 2 tens are now in the 10,000s place. And then we're going to move our ones, our 5 ones. We're going to move it once. Going to move it twice. Going to move it a third time. 1, 2, oops, wrong color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we look now, we have 2, 5, 1, 2, 3 zeros. So our answer now is 25,000. 25,000. Now, what we're going to write for digit form is we're going to actually write what we're saying. So 25, and our 5 is in our thousands place, so we put thousands. Okay. Now, once again, if you need to pause it to write this down, you can, or rewatch it. I'm going to move on to the last portion down here. We're going to do a couple more right here. Okay. This is a little bit different. So, as you can see with 7, we have 3 times 40, 3 times 4 times 10. We broke our 40. Our 40 got broken down into a 4 and a 10, because we know how to multiply by 10. So we're going to break it down by here. We're next going to multiply 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 times 10 is 120. So down here, same idea with the 200. It's going to be broken down into a 2 and a 100. So 2 times 100. 3 times 2 is 6 times 100. 6 times 100 is 600. Okay, so same idea, 4, 4, and this time it's 1,000. 4 times 1,000 is 4,000. 1,000 times, or 16 times 1,000 is 16,000. Last one, 5, 4, and 1,000. And then 5 times 4 is, excuse me, 20. And 1,000.
I need to clean up for vomit.
20.
Second request.
1,000. And I'm sorry about that in the background. As you can see, I'm still at school. So hopefully, parents, this can help you maybe figure out your students' homework tonight a little bit easier. And once again, there's also a link on the Schoology page to homework help videos as well. Thanks, and hopefully this continues to help.